Yes then, folks, welcome to my Money in the Bank review. Second time I've tried to do this so far. And yeah, we've got a wish. Our truth is back. Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of smart arses now who have said, oh, yeah, I predicted our truth to come back. I always knew it was a work, etc., etc. I'll be completely honest, it did cross my mind, but WWE have worked me into the ground. Fair play to them. I had no idea the truth was going to come out at all. But yeah, pretty cool surprise where they go with the truth angle now. Whether that's just a one and done with him and Cena, I've got no idea. Maybe that pushes truth onto main event status. I've got absolutely no idea. But yeah, we'll get into that in a minute. It probably saved the PLE for me because there's probably people who disagree with me on this. I didn't think it was the best one I've ever seen. It wasn't terrible by any stretch of the imagination, but I didn't think it was by any stretch the best pay-per-view I've ever seen at all, to be honest. Women's Money in the Bank was really good. Quite enjoyed that. In the end, my girl, Naomi, she'll probably be the thumbnail for this because I absolutely love her. I think she's absolutely fantastic. And that woman has worked her arse off, so fair play to her. Naomi has Miss Money in the Bank. It was just a really good match, just in general. There was a bit where Rhea Ripley comes through like a pile of ladders and basically comes in and kicks ass. And Steph Fakir was really good in it as well. Fair play to her. There was like a face-off at the end with Rhea Ripley and Alexa Bliss. That was quite cool. And then basically Naomi just snuck up at the end and basically got the Money in the Bank contract. So where they go from there, I don't know. I don't know. My working theory is just as a hot take, I don't think she cashes in on EO or Tiff Stratton. I reckon Tiff Stratton maybe loses to Jade or Bianca, and it's a hard-hitting match, and both women basically beat the living tar out of each other, and Naomi comes and picks the bones. Or we find out that Bianca has been working with Naomi all this time, and then she beats Jade Cargill with Bianca's help. Something along them lines. Yeah, but yeah, I'm absolutely delighted for Naomi. I actually wrote a Substack on it as well during the PLE. If any of you guys want to read it, it's at Geek Boy Meta, just on Substack and whatever. But yeah, fair play to her. I'm absolutely delighted for her. We had Dom Mysterio against Octagon Jr., I think his name is. It was what it was. That's when the event sort of started dying a little bit for me. It was just like this throwaway match. Obviously, it'd be predicated on what had happened with Worlds Collide, but it's kind of like, well, you can't just throw that in and then 2 hours later you've got feud out of it. So yeah, it was what it was. Lyra versus Bex was probably match of the night for me. I thought it was really, really good. I haven't made many notes tonight in my little diary, but one thing that I put for Lyra, that it was Smash Mouth and enraging at the same time. I think Lyra really has got herself over. It was a really, really good match. And it kind of just reminded you of like a street fight kind of thing, the way that the two girls were absolutely battering each other, especially towards the end. I really like the thing where Bex, when she's got the icy strap, was basically like, show me around each corner of the ring, blah, blah, blah. And Lyra just loses her you-know-what, basically, and goes mental and just absolutely, like, drops Bex. It was kind of like... It was like a double turn without a turn, if that makes any sense. I think there'll be a lot of people now cheering for Lyra, so I tell you what, this shows what a fantastic professional wrestler Becky Lynch is, because Lyra was, I wouldn't say she was floundering, but she just didn't have a personality before Bex came along, and within, 5-6 weeks, she now has a personality and you care about her. So fair play to Rebecca Quinn, Becky Lynch. She is a master of her craft. Absolutely outstanding wrestler, but one of the best top 10 in the world for me. What she's been able to do with Lyra, so fair play to her. After that, you had the men's Money in the Bank. If you've seen my short, you'll know my opinion. I wasn't looking forward to the match. I wasn't really disappointed. I just thought it was. I mean, it was obvious that Seth was going to win. Really, I mean, I did a preview before, basically trying to make the argument that LA Knight would win. At the back of my mind, I always knew he probably wasn't going to win, to be honest. But it furthers the storyline, I suppose. I mean, my guess would be they're going to want to pull the trigger on Seth because he is the centerpiece of Raw, and my prediction is I actually think Gunther will batter Jey Uso, but Jey Uso will just about get the ring. Will get the win on Monday Night Raw. Gunther will attack him a little bit more, and then Seth Rollins will come in and cash it in. I think it will be as soon as Monday. That is my prediction. I just can't see. The only other thing I can see, because obviously Punk wasn't there tonight, is maybe CM Punk ruins the cash in and costs Seth the Money in the Bank briefcase. But then again, he's just recently done that with Drew McIntyre. So whether they want to repeat it, I don't know. I've got no idea. But fair play to all the lads in the match. I just thought it wasn't the best in the world, and I just think that, I mean, no disrespect to Chad Gable or Andrade, they're two fantastic professional wrestlers, especially Chad Gable. If it had been Chad Gable, as in Chad Gable who had won, I would be leaping off my seat because I think he deserves it as well. The El Grande Americano thing's wearing very thin for me, and yeah, it's like two wasted spots in Money in the Bank when you could have had Jacob Fatu in there, or like I don't know. Maybe you could have put Bron Breakker in there as like the muscle for Seth to help him win, something along them lines. I don't know, but yeah, I just didn't think it was great. And then the tag team match, again, kind of the same as the men's Money in the Bank match. It was what it was. But I like it when tag teams cut off the ring and it's old school tag team wrestling. You're waiting for the babyface to make the comeback and get the hot tag to the hot babyface. Really like that because I am old school wrestling. I've been watching it for 40 years and I do appreciate it. But they had Jey Uso in trouble for far too long in that match, and it just got to the point where the audience was getting a bit bored. One thing I will say. Probably move of the night. Fair play to Logan Paul. That I'm not a massive fan of his, as you know. But the springboard moonsault from the second rope onto the table onto Jey Uso was outstanding. So on this occasion, fair play to Logan Paul. And then obviously you had R-Truth coming out. Fair play to WWE. That's a hell of an angle. Hell of an angle. It does create a lot of questions now, and they've kind of made R-Truth a star. Where he goes from there, what momentum he takes, maybe he's not silly R-Truth anymore. Maybe he's now going to be, I don't know, going for the world title. But I mean, I don't know where you put him in terms of, I don't know, you Punks, you Roman, Jey Uso, Rawlins, Breaker, etc., etc. I mean, maybe he's going to be the sentimental guy that wins at WrestleMania. Maybe he wins a world title. Maybe he wins an IC strap. I don't know. But to be fair, it gives them a lot of rope on how to use R-Truth going forward. And they have basically created another star. So, yeah. Fair play to WWE on that. Like I said, I'm just watching the Lyra Valkyria stuff again on the reaction show. Fair play to her. Fair play to her. She has changed my mind. But my overall takeaway on the PLE, it wasn't the best I've ever seen. It was getting to the stage where I was kind of like, because it's like 4 o'clock in the UK at the minute, and I was like, I really want to just go to bed and go and get my 8 hours sleep. And that's not a good sign when you're watching wrestling, to be honest. But the R-Truth thing saved it. Like I said, the Lyra Bex was really good, and I'm just delighted for Naomi. So, yeah. That's my wrap up. The PLE, it was what it was. We look forward to Raw. But yeah, last word. Naomi is Miss Money in the Bank, and I'm absolutely delighted about that. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. And I will see you for Monday Night Raw. Hopefully, at some point on Tuesday, which will be the wrestling podcast that I do as well. So yeah. Also, thanks everyone for watching all my videos today. This is like the third vlog that I've done for 3 different types of things. I've been out all day with my lad to York, been to York Pride, been to York HorrorCon. Vlogs are now out now, so keep an eye on the channel. And yeah, it's been a bit of a day, so I'm off to bed. I'm absolutely shattered. Yeah, watch wrestling. See you all later, guys. Bye-bye.